Okay, this is a new one for me. I've never done a voice recording over for a Speedpaint, and I have no idea even if the audio is going to come out properly for this, because I'm also new to using the microphone. Hi! If you hear any background noise, I'm just going to point out, I've got a fan going on in the room that I'm in because it's summer and it's hot. And my room is like facing directly at the sunlight, so it gets real hot in the day. But thankfully it's like cloudy today, so it's nice to get some actual cool air from the outside blowing in. Also, if any birds decide to scream while I'm recording this, it's there's a lot of animals in the household that I live in, and a lot of people. There's me and my 4 other siblings and my parents, so I'm in a household of 7, so if there's any background noise, that's, there's a reason why. Hold on a second, I'm thirsty, I'm getting a drink of water. I'll be right back. Summer. Gotta stay hydrated. It's important, and I don't do that enough. I don't drink water enough, but maybe I should start talking about what I'm drawing here. Yeah, so I've got an account on DeviantArt, and every now and again they've got these little deals, these little challenges that you can take part of, or these events that you can join in, and one of them was celebrating DeviantArt's like 20th birthday / anniversary deal, and this artist, I believe they pronounce their name Lois. Anyways, this artist posted a image for a fun drawing challenge for DeviantArt's 20th anniversary. You can see the reference that I am using the actual image itself. It's a draw in your own style challenge, so I've got Louie. Damn ding dong. I've got their painting off to the side as a reference, and so that's theirs on the left side, and on the right side is mine. My beautiful, weird little cartoony version. I just basically just started just drawing on the page, just basically how I would do it. Just start with like simple shapes and a simple like line of reference, trying to get what I want, or try to get the flow of the original image into something that is more in line with my style. One thing about this challenge was if you submitted your own piece, you were going to get a special little badge, a 20th birthday badge. And I'm like, ooh, I don't have a lot of badges on my DeviantArt account. It'd be fun to get some more. But by the time I actually got around to wanting to do the actual challenge itself, the event was gone, so I could not get my hands on a badge. Darn! I want a badge. But nah, it's good. I was happy to at least get some progress and to get some footage for Speedpaint. Been trying to do that more often, get footage for videos, because I want to make that more of a thing. Hold on, I'm getting water. So at least I made some sort of progress out of this, and it's nice to invest more time into a piece instead of just trying to do a quick doodle just to have something. I like to invest more serious devotion into my pieces to make them look nice, even if my technical skills aren't top rate yet. I mean, I'm still proud of what I made. Would there have been some changes? Yeah, but despite anything that in the piece that I wasn't 100% happy with it. I decided to settle. Sometimes you just gotta settle, because I didn't want to be going back over this piece, putting more time into it than was necessary, especially when I could just learn from my mistakes and move on to the next thing. And I know a lot of other artists do the same thing, where they'll make a mistake and they'll leave it. Usually, they'll leave it and learn from their mistakes. That way, in the next piece that they make, it's more nice. They don't make the same mistake as they used to. Just looking at my little image here. I hope I'm not too close to the microphone. I've heard that there's like a certain distance you have to be away from the microphone, like a foot, in order to not get like rough audio. I have no idea. I'm learning. I'm learning here. I'm learning. This is me doing a voiceover for a Speedpaint, and I'm learning. And I've got like no script, so this is fun, and this is a good practice for me being less self-conscious about talking out loud to myself with my family in other parts of the room. Thankfully, though, I've got the door closed, so there's a bit of privacy there, but really this house has no soundproof walls, so if one of my siblings was to eavesdrop on what I'm doing, they probably just think I'm weird, like they usually do. It's a loving household, but sometimes it's a bit judgmental, but that's fine. That's siblings for you, and parents that they judge because they care. Usually. Normally people talk about their art pieces, but I don't know what I'd like to say. I mean, right now I'm doing the line art, and I wanted to keep as much footage in the piece as possible. I took out parts that were more just me sort of like thinking technically, just sort of like pausing on the actual drawing and artistic execution, or to just like, I don't know, look at stuff, maybe zoom in, zoom out, just check to make sure it looks nice. But as for the actual artistic stuff, I try to leave most of it in, and as I'm, inking in the lines, like over the sketch layer, you'll see me like go over the lines like multiple times, because it's so hard to draw over the lines that I originally made with the technology that I use. I don't have a Cintiq computer where you can just like draw right on top of the screen. I've got a Wacom tablet where you draw on a tablet and it works on the screen. You've probably seen other artists like talk about it, or like bring up the more technical process of using a tablet, but I think it makes it a bit trickier to get your penmanship more accurate. I mean, I love sketching digitally. It's very easy for me to get a good sketch in, but then to make the clean line art, that's hard. Even on traditional stuff, that's hard. I do not have a steady hand. I do not, but that's why I really like to work in digital, because you can clean up your messy little mistakes. You can't really do that with traditional, which is why I'm kind of nervous to use it. I usually just use most of my sketchbooks to just sketch out ideas for characters or projects of mine, but not usually for speed paints like this. This I just went right in and just kept working on it. I didn't do this all at once. I definitely had to stop and come back, because I don't have the patience to sit down and work on a full project that takes me like, 6 hours? I was slow. This took me 6 hours to make, but then again, this was kind of all off the bat. A lot of this was improvising, trying to figure out what I'm doing, but I'm still happy that I was able to actually sit down and finish something that looks decent. Because it's very hard for me to just invest a lot of time in a art piece, or at least like all at once. I have to like take breaks to go off, do something else, or you just want to take a break from what you're doing, do something else. My creative mind take doing one single piece at a time unless I really get like invested, or I get into that artistic hype where I'm like, yeah, I like doing this. Yeah, let's go, let's do this. Yeah. If you're an artist, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. It's sort of like what's it called? Like for athletes when they're running, they get like a running high. You keep running, and eventually, when you're able to like push through the pain, you're feeling good, and you don't want to stop. It's a thing for artists. If you weren't already aware, but I'm pretty sure if anyone is watching this, you're already aware of that. This thing is supposed to be like 19 minutes long, and I'm already like 11 minutes in with dialogue, so yay for me for talking 11 minutes long. I don't usually talk a whole lot. Usually I'm pretty quiet at home, don't really have much to say, and then again, I can't really get much of a say in because there's like 7 people and everyone's got their own opinions to voice. Unless I'm sassing my brother, then I'm speaking a whole lot. Or if I'm like with friends and I haven't seen them in a whole good long while and I've got like a lot on my plate to get off my chest, or just share my life story all in one swing. It's funny when I do that because I'm not used to talking a whole lot, so I start just talking for hours and then my voice is like sore at the end of it. Speaking of which, just getting some more water there. Like I said, I gotta stay hydrated. I haven't been doing that so well. It's kind of sad that I can tell when I'm not drinking enough water, because it's happened times that I know the symptoms of like dehydration. Like my stomach will be queasy, or I'll like wake up in the morning feeling sick or with a headache. So I'm trying to get into a better habit with that. And I got some good water to drink. It's good water. It's good. It's good water. Hopefully in any future speed paints that I decide to do a voiceover for, I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking in spurts. I think for like my first voiceover for speed paint, I'm not doing too bad. I don't know. I mean, I feel fine. I feel comfortable enough to just sort of like talk, I think, as I normally would to like a buddy or something. But I have no idea who I could be talking to. I have no idea who could be listening. But that's fine. I try to, treat everybody the same, act normally as I would with anybody else. It's just, I think having, no one to actually look at and to have like a judgmental glare is a kind of helpful. Like when it comes to actual socialization, it's difficult for me to, I don't really like to go up and directly say hi, really, or at least not to strangers. If I'm in an environment like a working environment, I've got my coworkers and I get to, spend more time with them, get to know their personalities, then I'm more social. But when it comes to just like going into a store, I'm not just gonna walk up to a random stranger and start talking. No, I'm not one of those people who's gonna like talk to the people in line. I'm gonna be one of those people who avoids everybody for the sake of not starting any socialization. I'm a severe introvert. I need my peace and my quiet every now and again, which you might think is it's kind of like a harsh environment to live in with basically 6 other family members, but it's my family, so they're a bunch of goobers, and I love them, and they definitely keep me from feeling too lonely, but still, it'd be nice if I could have my own quiet space every now and again. It's been nice lately, just things being sort of chill. I've been trying to enjoy it more often. Yeah. It's been nice. Sorry, I got some phlegm in my throat. Sorry, if I need a cough or something. I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. I don't know if that's a side effect of drinking too much water, or it's still being sort of like humid and you're trying to drink more water. I don't know. I'm not sure where I am on the video because the video I was like watching as reference stopped. But I'm like at the 17-minute mark in the audio, so I'm just gonna assume that you're seeing either more coloring or me working on like the wispy, wavy lines that surround the character. That was fun to do. Originally, I was just I started with like just a straight, simple shape, but then when I looked at the original piece, the lines like break up into all these different parts, like to give it sort of like a waterly, painterly effect, like whatever material's coming out of that stylus or pen is just going all over the place, and it was fun to learn like a new technique in order to create like a similar effect or such. Oh, and I love it when I put like this particle effect around the waves or the lines or the color stream that's surrounding the character. That was fun. I liked how it made it look like there was like light bouncing off this sort of like reflective surface. I don't know if you see that now or not, but it'll definitely be in the end piece. You'll see what I mean. And I like that. I like the end result. If there was anything I would change about the piece, I think some of the colors that I used for the character, like in the skin and the shirt, they were just a bit, and the shorts, they were just a bit too dull. I think it didn't really color the bright neon-ness of the hair and the color stream as well. It didn't match too good. Also, the hips are a bit wide, but that's okay. Some characters have wide hips and a wide thigh gap. I could say more, but I'm worried I'm gonna run out of videos, so I'll just go ahead and leave the rest to silence. If anyone watched this, thanks for checking it out. Goodbye.
Ooh.